I don't remember that day too well. All I know is that it was my last.
My alarm went off at 7 o'clock as usual, and I felt really bad, just like I did every other morning. I didn't want to have to face her or anyone else.
I went downstairs to grab a glass of orange juice and an apple. Then my mom walked in.
I threw on some old baggy clothes to hide my flaws and tied my hair back into a messy ponytail. I tried to avoid looking in the mirror because I just can't take that pain.
She walked in complaining about how I need to stop getting into trouble at school because it puts too much stress on her ever since Dad passed away last year. "You're tearing me apart," she'd say.
As I made my way into the kitchen, I gave my mom a brisk hug and hello, trying to sound as happy as I could before heading off to the bus stop.
Once I got to school, I went straight to my locker. Then I saw her.
While I walked through the doors of the school, I saw her glaring at me.
She was so pretty. I hated it. Honor roll student, lead of the school musical, great at sports. It wasn't fair.
I could tell she was judging me for how I looked because honestly, I'm far from attractive. I never have been attractive, and I never will be.
I started to walk towards her to tear another strip off her confidence, as I normally would.
I knew that she was coming to try and tear me down again. Not like I could feel worse than I already did, though.
Little rough today, aren't we?
Leave me alone.
Sorry, but it's just too fun.
Please, you don't understand.
Don't understand what? Please, tell us.
By now, people were beginning to gather around. I tried to push past her, but she wouldn't let me.
Aw, what's the matter? Too scared to talk?
Please, stop.
Honey, that's cute. The only way I could stop is if you were, dead.
I would never say it out loud, but every night, I thought it would be better if I were dead.
It made sense to say it at the time. I never thought anyone could take my words so seriously. But I guess I was wrong.
I couldn't focus all day. Everything just passed by in a blur of colors and sounds, but as soon as the dismissal bell rang, I raced home. And for the first time ever, I knew what to do about my pain.
As I walked through the door, I saw a note on the kitchen counter. "Going out. Don't wait up." From Mom.
It was perfect. No one was home, and my parents weren't going to be home until supper time. I grabbed a pen and paper and started to write my note. "I'm sorry," I wrote, "but I just can't take it anymore. I've tried my best to put on a smile and make people happy, but there's one problem. I'm not happy. I said sorry to everyone I could think of, and that someday I hope to see them again, but right now it was just too much for me to handle." Finally, I signed off with my last goodbye. Tears streamed down my face as I searched the medicine cabinet for anything with a prescription label on it. I grabbed multiple bottles and dozens of pills from each bottle. By this point, I was sobbing, even second-guessing my decision, but deep down, I knew I had to do this. I poured myself a big glass of water and started swallowing. 1, 2, 3. I lost track after 10, but it didn't take long until the puking started, then the dizziness, and finally, I crashed to the ground and the world became black. At one point, I remember waking up to the sound of sirens and seeing my worried parents hovering over me. My dad had the note clenched in his fist and was too shocked to speak. My mom, on the other hand, was screaming, crying for me to wake up or snap out of it, but it was too late. My world went dark, and it was finished.
I was just watching a movie when my phone rang. I didn't recognize the number, but I answered anyway. Before they even answered my hello, I could tell that something was wrong. She's dead. The girl you always teased. You killed her. She's gone. Before I could answer, she hung up. I didn't even have time to process it before my phone began to blow up with texts. "You killed her. She killed herself. I hope you're happy. How could you? You're basically a murderer. It's your fault." I was shaking. How could this happen? I didn't mean for it to happen. With everything else happening in my life, I couldn't handle it anymore. It was too much. They were right. I killed a sweet, innocent girl. I couldn't stand anymore. I was shaking so much. My legs felt as if they were jello. I gave the pain to someone else, and now they're dead because of it. I thought I didn't deserve to be alive anymore. I got up and ran as fast as I could to a set of train tracks. I crashed to the ground and sobbed. I screamed. What did I do? After 30 minutes or so, I heard a train. I used what little strength I had to get up. I stood up on the tracks. I heard the train trying to stop. The bright lights blinded me. Then my world went dark. Just like that. And you know what the saddest part is?
No one even knew how we felt.
We kept it all inside.